The Kalash tribes, who inhabit the icy highlands of northern Pakistan, are believed to be descendants of Alexander the Great, or the descendants of Alexander's soldiers, who lost their way in the Hindu Kush mountain range in ancient times. However, new genetic analyses conducted in the region suggest that the Kalash people may, in fact, be indigenous to the region. The Kalash people have unique traditions and culture. They are an ethnic group that is not genetically, religiously, or culturally similar to any other group of people in the region. They are, however, quite distinct from the rest of Pakistan's population in their way of thinking and appearance, resembling Europeans in their skin color, blonde hair, and green, blue, black, gray, and brown eyes. Nature plays a significant role in their daily lives and spiritual beliefs, and the changing weather and seasons are integral to their traditions and religious rituals. They offer sacrifices to these seasons through festivals and religious holidays that mark the arrival of each new season. The Kalash are distributed across 3 valleys, located between the Hindu Kush glaciers in northern Pakistan, which remain cut off from the outside world for about half the year. These valleys are Rambur, Bambarit, and Barir. Barir is considered the most culturally diverse of the 3 valleys and retains some traces of ancient Greek civilization. This suggests that the Kalash are related to Alexander the Great or members of his army. However, their current civilization is a blend of Islamic, Hindu, and Persian cultures, some aspects of which are intermingled with the culture of the inhabitants of the Central Asian republics, given the region's geographical location between these civilizations. Although clear traces of ancient Greek culture are found in the 3 Kalash valleys, studies by European scientists of certain archaeological sites, such as rock and wood carvings, and some words incorporated into their Khawar language, suggest a relationship between them and Alexander the Great. However, genetic studies have not yet proven their relationship to Greece. Some scientists believe that they are descended from the Middle East, Eastern Europe, or the Caucasus, but these studies have also not yielded clear results. The opinion remains that they are the indigenous people of the region due to the lack of genetic similarity between their genes and the world's population, including the regions of Asia itself. The Kalash woman retains the full right to choose her husband or replace him with another at any time during her life, and for an unlimited number of times. The new husband pays the woman's father double the dowry paid by the first husband, with the father keeping half the amount and returning the other half to the first husband to settle his scores with him. The first husband, however, has no right to protest or object as long as the wife has said goodbye to him, a practice similar to divorce. The Kalash do not hold a special wedding ceremony, and the marriage takes place as soon as the woman flees to the home of her chosen husband. The next day, the husband negotiates with her father to determine the amount that can be described as the dowry to be paid to the father of the runaway bride. The Kalash do not live like other conservative ethnic groups around them. The Kalash do not prevent men and women from mixing, but they live within social boundaries that prevent social corruption. They marry and live with their partners like others, although women always retain the right to change their husbands. Despite this option, most Kalash women do not change their husbands after giving birth, out of concern for their children's future. The 3 Kalash tribes do not exceed 6,000 individuals. They are not Muslims and depend on locally extracted fruit alcohol to cope with the harsh cold and icy environment. In addition, their diet depends on dried fruits, nuts, honey, local ghee, and meat. Besides wheat, corn, and millet, they do not have a varied diet. They also have a completely different outlook on life compared to the rest of Pakistan's population, and are famous for their dances resembling ancient Greek folklore. In general, the Kalash are a poor people and depend mainly on agriculture and livestock, in addition to the tourism factor, which is not considered the basis of their economy. given that the region remains cut off from the world for about half a year due to the blockage of the roads leading to it due to the accumulation of ice. In terms of clothing, men's clothing is no different from the well-known Pakistani clothing of trousers and a shirt with a hat topped with a feather, while the clothing of the women of Kalash differs completely from the clothing known throughout the region.